Hi, in this tech tip with Tiffany, I'm going to review the menu over here to the left in Project Broadcast. I was recently asked about this and I did a voice text and thought, well, maybe you would like a visual. All right, so I spend most of my time in the first icon, the chat. It's where I have my back and forth conversations with my customers. Next up is Spaces. Spaces is brand new as of last week with Project Broadcast. And think of it as like a group chat situation, but the only people who can be in your spaces is people who are in Project Broadcast. So if you wanted to set this up for your team, they could get the free social Project Broadcast sign in and then they could be part of it. So for example, this is my accountability group and we're all Project Broadcast users so that we can message people back and forth. Okay, next is your schedule. This is anything that you're going to schedule out, whether it's a blast that you're sending out or something like a recipe club, and then any of your future drip campaigns, you can see all down here in the calendar. Next up is the drip campaign area. Right now, I'm pretty much only using 2 drip campaigns. One is my new customer campaign. Even if they've ordered from me before, if it's the first time they've been brought over into the system, they get tagged this. And then I do have a birthday campaign. Some of these other ones are just ones that I've imported from other people. Next is your contacts. That's where everybody is going to be housed. You can see right here, this is the total number of contacts that you have. You can see some that don't have names or names associated with them because they may have texted me from a party and I never got their name. But this is where all your contacts are. Next up is keywords. This is an example of when you say, text me keyword weekly recipes, and they get auto response back. That's how keywords work. And then they also get tagged that automatically when they respond that keyword. Next up is templates. Think of templates like text replacement, things that you say often that you repeat. So for example, you can see at the top here, I have the host and guest specials just as pictures. There's no words. I'll add words as people ask about them. But one of my thank yous that goes out says, thank you so much for your order. Would you like a copy of a recipe? And then when they say yes, then I have my response as a template. So it's really easy to send that back. Tags are how you're going to organize people. You can, as they come over, as an order, I use connection point. So everybody's tagged the word customer. And then for different things, I tag them as they need things. So like, as you can see, I do have some host names here, and this is as I was importing contacts, I had that tag associated with them. So I knew what party they were part of. And then here in the hamburger, like I said about importing contacts, that's where you do that. But the place that I spend the most time is between bundles and landing pages. So bundles are how you share things back and forth amongst fellow broadcast users. For example, this bundle, let's just say when I wanted to share these 4 templates with people, I created a bundle. I called it host guest special. And then I added these there. So then it's associated with this ID. So if I copy and paste that to anyone, what they do is they hit hamburger landing page. I'm sorry, hamburger bundles. Hamburger. Sorry. Oh, let me just go over here. Hamburger. Did I break it? Okay, so hamburger bundles, and then when you import it, you hit the blue cloud, you put the code in, and that brings in the bundle that you got from someone else. You can't edit them in here, but that's where they go. So if you input, this one had a landing page, so I input a landing page, you go to landing pages to edit it. So this tells you, notice these icons mirror these icons over here. And then think of landing pages as mini websites within Project Broadcast. So like, for example, with my recipe club, here's like the April week 4 recipe. And this is what it would look like when I send out the link and someone clicks on it. It's just like a little mini website. So there's tons of different ways you can use landing pages within the Project Broadcast group. You're going to see a bunch of different examples of people making newsletters and things like that that you can do with landing pages. But I wanted to give you a quick overview of what these options were over here so you got a better understanding. I hope you enjoyed this tech tip.